Hello, world. Welcome to Experiment 55. My name is Sarah Starling, and I'm going to be your host for this evening. So this show comes from the brilliant, passionate, amazing minds of Space 55, which is a local theater in Phoenix, Arizona. And they're a nonprofit theater, and we've been actually celebrating our 15th season this year. So we're so thrilled to continue bringing you theater despite circumstances being what they are. So we decided to try something new. We're no strangers to unusual art and storytelling. And so this medium is a little new to us. We're used to doing things on stage. But since we're not able to have actual butts in seats at our theaters, we decided to come into your homes on a Friday night. And maybe if you could give us a little patience as we figure out these uncharted waters, that would be really awesome. But we are so excited to bring you this amazing and weird show tonight. So like many theaters, we are trying to stay afloat in these gestures at everything times. And like I said, we are a nonprofit organization. So our doors are shut and they will continue to be shut until it's safe to bring audience members in. So if you are interested in making a donation to a wonderful cause and to a group of amazing people, you can find the link right down there in your show notes. And that will take you through the tunnels of the internet to put you in a place where you can support some awesome artists. So this show tonight, Experiment 55, is going to be divided into two halves. The first half is going to be a script reading of an original script. And this is going to be a piece that we had a local artist send in to us, and we're going to be giving it the airtime. And then after that, you're all invited to hang out with us. We're going to be doing a little hang session, and I'll be asking some questions of our actors that we'll be bringing in. And then we're going to be playing a game, which is just going to be purely for the fun and the yucks of it, because what else are we doing on a Friday night in quarantine? So, well, I think that's it. But I guess now on with the show. Experiment 55 presents The Box by Christopher Soucy. Take it away.
A small empty apartment. There is one chair, one table, and a small cardboard box. Phil walks in, followed shortly by Nell.
Look, this place is empty. We should just go.
We have to clean, Phil. I'll clean the kitchen. You clean in here.
Do we really need that security deposit that badly?
Yes.
Really? Come on, we've been moving all day.
And we're almost done.
Fine. Is this trash?
I don't know.
How can you not know?
It's not mine.
It's not mine.
Well, it has to be yours. I didn't pack it.
I have never seen that box before in my life.
What's in it?
Looks like old bills.
Whose name's on the bills?
I can't tell.
Nell spends a few moments contemplating, staring at Phil. Finally, she reaches down to the box and produces an envelope.
Maxwell Prescott.
Who?
Maxwell Prescott.
Never heard of him.
Me neither.
Melissa Prescott?
Max and Melissa Prescott.
I don't know. I really don't remember this box being here.
Me neither. It must have been a while ago. The electric bill says the month of July cost $24.
Man, that must have been centuries ago, before the dawn of time.
Cute.
All right. Let's just chuck it.
Well, what if there's something important in here?
Like what?
I don't know, tax statements or something that someone might want?
Who?
Neil sits down and starts digging into the box.
I don't know, someone, like their kids.
Maybe they didn't have kids.
Of course they had kids. They were from like the 50s or something. They had to have kids. It was the law.
I'm glad we're in the 21st century.
Look at this.
Harvard Law?
Yeah.
It's an acceptance letter. Dear Mr. Prescott, congratulations. Harvard University School of Law is pleased to announce that you've been accepted.
I wonder if he went.
What?
I wonder if he went.
Of course he went.
How do you know?
Because it's Harvard. You don't turn down Harvard.
What if something better came along?
Like what?
Like Melissa?
Ugh, you're crazy.
Why? You don't think that a man would give up his bright future to be with the woman he loves?
Yeah. On the Lifetime channel.
Come on.
I will bet you $1 million he went.
I guess.
Too rich for your blood?
This is so weird.
This box?
No, well, yes. But I was talking about us moving.
This place is too small, Nell.
You don't have to tell me. Are you going to miss it?
Hell no.
What?
This place was a dive.
But it was our dive.
I wish we could just leave and be done with it.
Really? No sentimental value? Nothing?
Well, I'll miss our bedroom.
Will you?
Sure. Just imagine all the things those walls have seen. If they could talk, it would have to be on a pay-per-view adult channel.
So, you just think this is a place where we had sex?
No, I think this is a place we had a lot of sex. A lot of freaky, wild, nasty sex that defies logic.
You need to get your head out of the gutter. This was our home. Our first home. We picked it out together. We weren't sure we could afford it. We fought and cried and laughed and loved here. Doesn't that mean anything to you?
This is a place, sweetheart, I care about you. We would have done all of those things wherever we were.
Maybe.
Maybe. Is there something you're not telling me? Are you not going to love me anymore in our new apartment?
Where is your sense of nostalgia?
Where is your sense of adventure?
I am excited, but still, this place means a lot to me.
Okay. I'll miss the place. It's true, but can we get out of here so we can start missing it?
Okay.
Nell bends down and picks up the box. When she does, she notices something in the box.
Phil, look.
What is it?
Nell reaches into the box and pulls out a snapshot.
You think this is Max and Missy?
Missy?
Isn't that a nickname for Melissa?
I suppose so. I never really thought about it.
It's strange. I guess I never really think about it either. Like, how do you get Jack from John?
Or Dick from Richard.
Oh, I love it when you talk dirty.
I know. So do the walls in the bedroom.
I wonder where they are now.
Me too.
We could look them up.
Google them.
I was thinking the phone book.
Come on, Google them. You know you want to.
You know I hate that.
Google.
Ugh. It sounds like what happens when a really fat guy wears a Speedo. He Googles out of them. Googles all over the place.
Fine. Ew, fine. Use the phone book.
Tomorrow.
We need to clean up anyway.
Right.
I'm the kitchen.
I'm this room?
Right.
Right.
Nell heads off to the kitchen. Phil walks aimlessly about, sliding things around with his feet. He comes back to the box. He sits down and starts really digging into it. He produces a letter. He starts reading the letter. First lightly, then more and more involved. Nell walks back with rubber gloves on. She spots Phil and smiles.
Hey, no breaks. Phil? What is it?
It's a letter.
From who to who?
I guess Max to Missy?
It doesn't say.
No.
Read it.
My dearest, I miss you. I never knew how much I loved you until we were separated. There are no words to describe this pain. It is deeper than any pain I have ever known.
A little overdramatic.
I will never forgive myself. Never. There hasn't been a moment since the accident that I haven't wanted to be by your side, even when they put you in the ground.
Oh my God.
I bought a gun today.
Stop.
I put it in my mouth.
Stop.
It felt right. It felt like the answer for the first time you were taken from me.
Phil, please.
You couldn't live without her.
Oh God.
This box is all that is left of them.
How did it get here?
It must have been here when we moved in.
It wasn't sitting in the living room for 4 years.
We just stored it with our stuff. But
Why now?
what?
Why did we find it now?
I guess we just found it.
No.
What?
No.
No, don't freak out. This happened ages ago.
Don't you feel it, Phil?
Feel what?
We knew this was here.
What?
When we moved in.
What are you talking about?
Remember the day we moved in?
Yeah, I mean, we moved in.
We found this box.
No.
Yes.
I don't remember that.
Maxwell Prescott, Melissa, Missy.
Wait,
We read the letter.
did we?
Yes.
We did.
We decided to.
Forget it.
Yes.
We just decided
Yes.
and we did.
Completely.
We forgot.
How?
I don't know.
How can you just decide to forget something?
We had to.
But
We had to. We couldn't live here knowing that Max killed himself right here.
he was a human being. He hurt so much. And we just erased him. Like he never existed.
He never did. Before we found this damn box, he didn't exist at all. Why should we be burdened with his life, his death? Why do we need to carry that pain?
That is what people do, Phil. We connect, we share. We have to take up the burden, Phil. We have to share the load. Otherwise, it builds up and crushes someone like Max.
It was his life, not ours.
This is my life, Phil, and I don't like thinking that I could just erase something or someone out of my mind. Doesn't it scare you?
Why should it?
Well, maybe we've done it more than just here. What else have we chosen to forget? Did you cheat on me? Did I cheat on you?
I doubt we could erase that.
Really? How are you sure we haven't erased some tragedy, some horror?
Maybe I would rather forget.
How can you just say that?
What isn't remembered doesn't exist.
What?
We have so much that works, so much that's right. I mean, why would we challenge it with trying to remember things that haven't even happened?
I can't believe what you're saying.
Really? All right, let's go back in the box. Let's get the gory details, right? The sad facts. Electric bill, water. Here's a hospital bill. Melissa Prescott, 3 months in a hospital bed, 5 surgeries, and here, a funeral home. Death is expensive, even back then. How much suffering should we indulge in, Nell?
Why are you doing this?
We don't have to carry this with us. These people do not matter.
How can you say that?
They mattered. I mean, of course they mattered, but not to us. You matter more to me. More to me than these ghosts. Let's leave them here.
We can't walk away.
We can.
How?
We did it before.
How?
Phil walks to the door.
We did it before.
Nell looks down at the box. She looks to Phil. He raises his hand. She walks to him. They walk out the door.
Well done, Amy and Lewis. So that was The Box. And I'm just so pleased with how that went. And I want to go ahead and invite Amy and Lewis out here with me. Hi, guys.
Hey.
Hello. Well done. Great job.
Thank you.
So if you don't mind, I'd love to grill you with a couple of questions. Would that be okay?
I love questions about myself. Are you kidding me?
Okay, perfect. Then we'll start with Lewis.
Sure, let's grill. Yeah, let's grill.
I also love anticipation.
Fantastic. So, Lewis, could you tell us and our lovely Experiment 55 audience kind of your, what was your gateway drug into theater? Like, how did you get to this place where you're at in your life right now? Like, what was your beginning spark?
Beginning spark, I suppose, would be dialing it all the way back to the 3rd grade. I was in a school play, and I heard people laugh, and that was it, man. That was it.
So that just like got you hooked from when you were what, 8, 9?
Yeah, and I feel like I just sort of, I don't know. I always enjoyed performing, and then the older you get, the more I guess serious things and projects become, and I could never really I could never walk away from it.
Great. No, I definitely, and I think that's something that a lot of people that get involved with theater, whether it's on the front end or the back end, really relate to. It's this bug that you catch.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, then I guess Amy, same question. How the heck did you get here?
Like most things in my life, I fell into it. I was in high school. I used to get a ride from my friend's mom, who was an art teacher, and my friend was going to audition for a play, and I had to hang out anyway. So I'm like, can I go with you? And I had a really bad cold, so I got cast as an old woman. And then, I had been paralyzingly shy my whole life, but on stage, you get to be somebody else, and I get to be brave people. So definitely did theater through high school. And then in college, I got into improv and love that. And then I like performing, but I'm really passionate about improv. I teach improv to special needs populations and just seeing how that affects them. And
Fantastic. Well, and I'm sure that you've seen a very positive result from getting children with different needs and special needs involved in the theater and giving them this. I mean, because I found it personally to be a lifeline, and I'm sure many people would agree. So I'm sure you've had a similar experience with the kids that you teach.
Yeah, definitely. Have a program teaching children with autism and their families to do improv together, and that really helps them connect and communicate. And then a separate program doing working with people with dementia with improv, either on their own or with their spouses. So I'm really into how it can help people connect with each other.
Oh, that's great. Improv as language.
Yes.
That's fantastic. So, Lewis, do you do any volunteering to? No, tell us, Lewis. What else are you doing right now? I see you're wearing a Stray Cat t-shirt.
Trying to represent my home theater. So I'm the associate artistic director at Stray Cat Theater. We're based out of the Tempe Center of the Arts in Tempe. So I help do the things around Stray Cat. And I've been, involved with quite a few theaters in town, including Space 55. I directed a little thing for them a couple of years ago, I think. Amy made some magnets to go along with that. I don't know. I don't do any cool important work like Amy. But
I'm there with you in that. However, I will say that working with community theater, working with in this world is just so incredibly important because we are giving lifelines. I mean, not to toot our own horns, but I think it is so important, the work that you're doing with Stray Cat.
Thanks. Yeah. And I mean, I think this is an interesting time to be like involved in theater because I think all of us are sort of challenged with the question of like, what the fuck is theater right now? And So, I've participated in a couple virtual readings. I did one for Southwest Shakespeare, and I just did this 24-hour monologues thing with Arizona Theater Company and the 24-hour plays. So I think it's interesting to see the pivot to this sort of digital realm, and where that's going to be going and how long we're going to be in this digital world. So it's a wild, weird time.
Right. Well, and I know, Amy, you were just saying backstage that this was your first virtual theater experience. Yeah. How was that for you, doing a scene that's fairly emotionally charged? Did you feel it in a similar way that you would feel it if you were on stage?
Am I supposed to be polite or honest?
Completely honest.
Yeah, no, it's interesting because it's like so much is stripped away. I don't have I very much love to feel the audience when I do a show, and I love to feel the connection with my scene partner. So to have those things stripped away is an adjustment.
Sure. Did it feel similar to like having being forced to write with your non-dominant hand?
Yeah.
Because you can still make the shapes, but it just doesn't feel quite right.
Yeah, something like that. It felt more like an audition, how those feel really awkward. You're just talking to an invisible person and, you're off of your element.
Okay. Well, then I guess my question is for the both of you. I mean, Amy is coming in. This is your first time. So like you're like, knee-jerk experience is really fresh. And then Lewis, you said you've done this a couple of times. Purely conjecture, what is one way that you both think that we could make virtual theater feel more visceral, feel more real?
Honestly, I think rehearsal time. Not to go back to like the sort of the way we do it when we do it in the physical space, but I feel like a lot of things that I've been involved with have been, like a night of rehearsal and then you go the next day or a day later. And I wonder what a more vigorous or scheduled rehearsal process would bring, because I think at least in that way, we as actors would be able to sort of find a way to connect with each other. Cause I can't look Amy in the eye right now. I can't feel her sort of that thing you feel with someone on stage when you're like, oh, they're going to do the thing or they're going to go. And I think also rehearsal would allow someone who has a little more technical smarts than me to figure out maybe, how to situate us so that we could pretend to look at each other or be more sort of spatially uniform, I guess, for lack of a better word. I just feel like so much of this now is it's almost too raw. It's like they're readings basically. And I think sometimes they're being packaged and pushed as like product, and that's a bit disingenuous,
Right. And that's one thing that I love about having this platform here for us to sit and do, for all intents and purposes, a staged reading, and then to sit and kind of have a round table about it. Amy, what do you think? What is something that would help you, I guess, feel more connected?
Yeah, I mean, Lewis stole my answer. So
how rude.
Sorry.
Yeah, I would have loved to have a director come and massage it a little bit. And yeah, the visual uniformity, yes, I would love that. But yeah, and then even to have, if Lewis and I had some time to bond before in a rehearsal, I think it would help build those connections. And
so it's sounding like to me, and please correct me if I'm wrong, that it's almost as if what we as the actors behind the screen feel that we're missing is that personal connection. And that's something that a rehearsal could help, different or more direction. I would also be interested in seeing some more audience, to be able to hear the laughter of the audience, because sometimes your joke is funny, but you didn't do it right. And so you're not going to get the laugh. And so to get that kind of ebb and flow from the audience.
Yeah. I love using the audience to workshop, moments, for a run of shows. Learning what works through them is really helpful.
Cool. Okay, so then last question for you both, and then we're going to break into our little game that I have planned for us. My question is, if you had a magic wand and you could wave it, and suddenly you have an unlimited budget, an audience that won't all get COVID immediately, and all royalties paid, everything you need, what role do you cast yourself in?
I want my own show like Pee Wee Herman. Like Pee-wee's Playhouse. I want to talk to furniture and stuff. Yeah.
Okay, so the Amy Carpenter show.
Yeah.
All right, and would you actually talk to the furniture, or would you have like people in place, or would it be literally like you in an antique shop speaking with bits of mahogany?
No, I think like literally my own magical surreal house. And but I'm very interested in kids shows. I enjoy doing shows for kids, and yeah, I'd probably do that.
That's great. And then what about you, Lewis?
Gosh, I don't know. I feel like I suppose if I had an unlimited budget and a magic wand and no one would get ill, I would just launch the Stray Cats season. I don't know that I had a role that I would be cast in those shows, but I guess I feel like before COVID hit, it was very exciting to think about the 4 shows that we had lined up, and that would be very exciting to produce and pull off and share with everybody.
Sure. So your magic wand would just to have all the theater come back.
Yeah, I mean, I feel yes, I also I don't have like a
dream role.
I don't have a bucket list role. I feel like if I think about that, I think some of my bucket list roles I don't know. Maybe there's too many, or maybe I just can't come up with it right now. But there's nothing that I'm like burning to do, I suppose.
Gotcha. Okay, well then I will let you guys rest in the hot seat. You did good. You survived. Phew. There you go.
Jesus.
Whew. All right. So y'all want to play a game?
I mean, we have to do that, right?
You have to.
Yeah, let's do it.
I was being polite,
He's
but
afraid
okay.
to lose. I'm sure it's not competitive, but he's scared.
Let's
Trash
game.
talk start now.
I am scared.
All right. And I'm also going to invite Kyle, our producer. If you want to get in on this game, you are more than welcome to join us.
Awesome.
Hey.
Hello, Kyle Olson, producer of Experiment 55.
So, hey, everybody. As you saw my bearded face before, just as I've been listening backstage and wanting to throw in comments, Amy, I'd be happy to help rewrite that show, because that sounds amazing. Right?
Yeah.
And Lewis, the fact that you did not say Beetlejuice and Beetlejuice the musical.
Listen, I feel like that's not my idea. I feel like that's the community's idea, and I don't want to get in the way of the community wave that's pushing for that.
As a member of that community, I'm saying I'm one of the people who has spoken. So
listen, if it happens, I'm happy to do it. I just need to get Tobiazzo on the phone so he can teach me how to fucking sing.
Oh yes.
So coming in 2022, we will see Lewis Farber as Beetlejuice.
Sure, let's do it.
I'm pre-ordering for both those shows right now.
Great.
And it does suck that we can't hear the audience. However, there is one thing we can do. If people post comments, we actually can put them up. So we got a comment from our boss. Look at that.
Oh,
Hey.
Garrett. BJ Garrett says, nice work, friends. And we say, thank you, BJ. You are part of the reason why we're here and doing this. So nice work to you.
Thanks,
And
man.
also, looks like Jose602 said, really great thoughts on performing through Zoom and online. See?
Hey, thank you, Jose. And if anyone else has any comments as we go forward, especially as we get into this game, please feel free to pipe up. We'll have Kyle throw your comments on this. I was about to say on the stage.
New medium.
On screen, and we'll go from there. Sound good?
Yeah.
Okay, so this game that we're going to be playing today is called One Gotta Go.
Okay.
The idea is very simple. I'm going to list 4 things, and then we have to, through discussion, whether that be lively or with many gauntlets thrown down, decide which one of these 4 things has to go.
Oh,
And
dear.
the 4 of us need to agree?
I'm not going to be that optimistic of our chances of agreeing.
Okay.
But if we can find maybe a compromise, that would be ideal. However, I'm willing to see where this goes.
Okay.
So we're gonna start off easy. Okay, no, we're gonna start off where we're starting off. This might not be easy. One gotta go. Fries, baked potatoes, mashed potatoes, or hash browns.
Ooh.
One's gotta go. Fries, baked potatoes,
Okay.
mashed potatoes, or hash browns.
Trying to see if I can throw it up on the screen so everybody can follow along. But go ahead and continue discussing while I do.
Or have entered.
Is that there? There you go. Okay, so there we go.
Only three can leave. Which option is dying here in the experiment 55? Round table destructoid.
Well, this might be an unpopular choice, but I'm going to say fries.
Really?
I am.
Really?
Yeah.
Show your work. Show your work.
Well, I feel like you can get the sort of fried crispiness from a hash brown, and I feel like the other ones, have more of a hearty place. Like a baked potato is a meal with toppings. Not that French fries can't be, but mashed potatoes, I just could never say no to mashed potatoes. And I got to say, I love a hash brown. So I'm going to say fries.
You know what? I'm actually going to go with Lewis on this one because right now in the COVID times, it's really hard to get fries. So anything that we get delivered, whenever it has fries, they're soft, they're gross, they're not edible at all. And all the other things travel much better. So I'm going to go fries as well.
Come on, fries.
Any thoughts?
Yeah, definitely. Lots of thoughts about potatoes. I'm going to go with, I'm very passionate about potatoes. I love them every way.
Yes.
I'm going to go with baked potatoes because I personally just love potatoes in any form, but I'm trying to think from what does humanity need? And so many people love fries. I wouldn't want to take them from them. Mashed potatoes, I could not do Thanksgiving without mashed potatoes. And hash browns when I'm hungover, perfection. So I'm going to say baked potato.
You would give the boot to the baked potato, even though you could get rid of mashed potatoes, but keep the baked potato and mash the inside of it.
Ooh, loophole.
I don't know. You could also take a baked potato and cut it up into fry shapes too, could you not?
Yeah.
I mean, and then they would be like what Kyle said. They'd be showing up soggy.
All right. I mean, completely fair enough. So basically, no one here is saying that we've got to get rid of mashed potatoes.
Sounds like mashed potatoes are definitely staying.
Okay. Well, that's good. At least there is like some consensus. Any closing thoughts? I mean, because we've kind of got the fries got to go, hash browns got to go. Which one?
I'm not here for humanity, Amy. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's why I'm here to balance this out. This is why our fake marriage works so well.
I agree.
I can see this is really what you were like pulling from for that scene that you read.
Yeah,
that was great.
Yeah.
All right. We'll call that one a tie. Again, if anyone in the comments wants to shout out what they would prefer to keep around or what they think ought to go, please pipe up. Let us know. And then in the meantime, I guess we can go on to the next one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're the game master of it. Sure.
Yeah.
All right. Again, I ask these questions as if you're allowed to have an opinion. All right.
And our preferred title is Games Warden.
Oh, thank you, Games Warden.
Yeah.
And
This game was provided to us by our own co-producer, Aleks, who could not be here tonight, but still sent this game to cause fiction.
Thanks, Aleks.
All right. Now, I think this one might be more difficult. I don't know. These are all so hard. One's got to go. Ready? Mosquitoes. Gnats. Roaches. Spiders.
All right.
You had a visceral reaction when I said roaches. I watched it just crawl across you.
I mean, I saw mosquitoes, and I'm like, well, mosquitoes, they bite you. It's itchy. They cause terrible diseases. A lot of babies die. But roaches are icky.
Yeah.
I'm not ready to answer yet. I have to think about it.
I got to say, based on what you just said, Amy, that's where I was headed too. I was like, mosquitoes, gone.
Yeah, right.
Gnats are annoying, and roaches are gross. You're right. They're icky. And spiders are kind of the good guys because they eat a lot of other bugs.
Very true.
I mean, but a mosquito, it drinks your blood and is it leaves an itchy. Fuck them. They gotta go. You gotta go, mosquitoes.
Hard line on mosquitoes.
They don't do anything good.
Kyle, do you agree then? Are we thinking?
I say I'm spent about 10 years in Minnesota. Minnesota is where the mosquito has claimed the land. Like humans are basically just allowed there just by the good graces of the mosquitoes, just because we're basically like their cattle at this point. So I've had some bad experiences with mosquitoes. However, when I first moved to Atlanta, I met my first cockroach. And it was at night in the kitchen, and it was terrifying. And I tried to spray him with, I think, kitchen cleaner, whatever I had on hand, and he charged me, and that has tormented me my whole life. And he won, and the kitchen was his. Like, he took over.
And then you burned the house down, and that's the end of the story.
I know, right? Nuke the site from orbits. The only way to be sure. So I've had strong problems with both of them, but yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go mosquitoes just because they are a pestilence.
Yeah, man, malaria.
Right.
All right, well then
and roaches will outlive us all.
Well, then let's swing back to you, Amy. I mean, your initial thought really sailed this ship. Do you have any take-backsies?
You know, I mean, I think if I'm going to stick with the person who answered the last question, who I was back then, I'm going to have to go for humanity.
I miss her.
Mosquito. But selfishly, because I don't have mosquitoes here in Arizona, roaches, but probably mosquitoes. Mosquitoes.
Humanity-loving Amy, we hardly knew you.
Just to be clear, then, roaches are French fries. Then
I think that is the one thing we can all agree on across the internet is that roaches are definitely French fries. Yes.
Yeah, amazing dipped in ketchup.
Yep. I'm typing up the press release now.
Delicacy in Florida, I think.
Oh,
Florida man.
All right. Let's do another one. Ready?
Sure.
One gotta go.
One gotta go.
Your phone, streaming platforms in general, the internet at large, or hot showers.
Ooh.
What?
One gotta go.
One gotta go. I just feel like how do you what? I feel like B and C are so heavily tethered together. That seems weird.
I'm gonna go with your phone. I think like everything else. No, yeah, specifically yours, not mine. Lewis's phone. Because I feel like of all of these things, the bad side, the phone just seems to be a nonstop barrage of bad news. Like if you get a call, something's gone terribly wrong. I feel like every piece of bad news I've gotten since the internet went to your phone has been bad news. So I'd rather just stick with streaming on the internet while taking a hot shower.
All at once. That's great. I mean, might as well put those hands together. So Lewis, are you okay with giving up your phone?
I mean, I'm kind of leaning that way too, weirdly, because I feel like there's so many other things that you can use to communicate with people. And if you have the internet, you can literally make a phone call from your Gmail, or you can FaceTime somebody, or FaceTime someone through Facebook Messenger. Like there's tons of other workarounds for the phone.
I've also heard that there's this thing where you can actually dial through these like wires that go, and like there's a certain digit numbers that you can type
I guess
in.
we need a ruling then. When it says your phone, does that mean every
phone
machine? Everywhere?
It's a fax machine. Thank you, Lewis. I was looking for that.
Does your phone mean the invention of the phone? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I
like
kind
someone travels back in time and kills Alexander Graham Bell, and then there's no phones.
wow.
Man,
Mhm.
I was wondering
No.
how long this was going to get us to take to get us to time travel, and it did not take us that long.
And specifically time travel murder. It all
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, if you're gonna time travel,
All right, Amy, what would you give up?
Unpopular opinion, to be honest, probably hot showers.
There it was.
wow,
So
Yeah.
you're saying
bold
that
stance.
you would go your entire life sans a hot shower?
I love baths. I really don't enjoy standing around in a shower. I was like bored. So yeah.
So you'd rather soak in your own filth? Is that what it is?
Yeah, soup. Yeah.
No, you're soaking in your own filth and a bath bomb from Lush, okay?
That's fair. That is totally fair.
True.
I mean,
All
a,
right.
bath is lovely.
It is. But then you rinse off afterward. I guess it would be a cold rinse off.
A very cold rinse.
Mhm.
Which, if you think about it, and we are a little skewed because we are Arizona based, like there are times where I would forego a hot shower because it's 1,000 degrees outside. So,
Amen.
all right, let's do a quick lightning round. You have to answer right here, right now. You get I'm going to say, Kyle, I want your answer.
Mhm.
Lewis, I want your answer. Amy, I want your answer.
Okay.
Ready? One's
Sure.
got to go. Stores closed once you get there. Buffering, like videos buffering. Ads. Or not remembering your login information. Stores closed once you get there. Buffering. Ads. Or can't remember your login info. Ready? Kyle, one's got to go.
Ads. Hate them. Hate them
Ads
in
all
every way,
day.
shape, and form.
All right. Amy, hit us.
Ads.
What's got to go?
Ads all the way.
Ads, okay. Lewis, are we going to be unanimous?
I really don't like ads. However,
No.
seriously, I loathe not being able to remember things. That drives me up the wall. So I have to go with can't remember my login. That is one of the most like tear your hair out experiences of all time. I hate
So
it.
you would rather have instant recall of all of your login information than sitting through a 30-second ad on YouTube.
I would, because Kyle took my phone, which is where all of my shit is stored.
All right. Well, fair enough. Well, I think that just about covers it. Thank you so much, Lewis and Amy, for joining us in Experiment 55.
Thank you.
Thank
This was
you.
fun.
Well, you can definitely thank Kyle and Aleks for having the harebrained idea to make this happen. And we will actually be back next Friday with a new reading, some more games, some more really weird questions, all hosted by me, Sarah Starling. You can catch Amy Carpenter oftentimes on the stage of Space 55 and many other places. You can catch Lewis, as he said, at Stray Cat Theater. Kyle, you can actually catch all over the internet. And Aleks, our other producer as well, has been a strong worker for Space 55. So from all of us to you, our wonderful audience, thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you for your comments. We hope to see you again next Friday night, same time. We'll be here having more weird discussions about theater, etc. And we hope that you will come hang out and ask some questions of your own. So thank you again. I'm Sarah Starling. This has been Experiment 55. Have a great weekend.